Welcome back to the 247 channel and what we like to call Commitment HQ. We've got another special program here for you today as one of the top prospects in the national class of 2024. Donnie Freeman is set to make his announcement. Freeman is a four-star prospect, currently ranked 32nd overall. He's 6'8". He might be every bit of 6'9" right now because he is continuing to stretch his frame. We are talking about an athletic and mobile forward with just a wealth of versatile tools. It is not a stretch to say he is one of the most naturally talented front court prospects in this national class. He had trimmed his list to 5 schools coming into today's announcement. You see his finalists there. He's got Syracuse, Texas, Iowa, Alabama, and Georgia Tech. He's going to be joining us live from St. John's College High School in Washington, D.C. And without further ado, we will bring Donnie in to join today's broadcast. Donnie, welcome to the show. So, Donnie, I know this is it's relatively early, the end of your junior year, but you've been recruited for a long time. This has been a long process for you. What have these years been like for you?
They've been stressful, but it's been fun at the same time. I learned a lot, outside of basketball. But I mean, I couldn't be any more thankful for everything. I'm just excited to be here. I don't really know how to feel. Just kind of really excited to be here. Happy to be here.
And, you know, Donnie, I remember the first time I saw you, I think it was on the main court down there at the Peach Jam. You were playing with Team Takeover, and it was immediately one of those, wow, who's that kid kind of moments. But you really were a high-profile prospect since you were an underclassman. But I know you're coming off a huge junior season, and it really does seem like you're starting to turn all your obvious potential into consistent production. Tell us about the growth in your game in the last year or so.
I mean, obviously, potential doesn't mean anything unless you eventually turn it into production. But I mean, slow steps, it's day by day. Can't really rush it. But just happy to be turning the corner. But it's nowhere near done or over.
Yeah, the best basketball certainly still in front of you. All right, Donnie, before we get to the business at hand and we let you make this announcement, I want to give you a chance to thank the people who are with you here today and anybody else who you want to recognize before your big moment.
Yeah, starting with family. I mean, my sister on the far left of me. I mean, I mean, as I got older, we started to grow together, and I see how much she really cared for me, how much she loved me. Like, even she went to school in North Carolina, and she moved back. She moved back home. She had her job. She left her job, moved back home to just be with me through the process. And I couldn't thank her anymore. I mean, I love her to death, and it's my ride or die. My mom, it's tough love. I mean, I love my mom to death, but couldn't ask for a better mom. She's understanding, supportive, and if I know anybody got me, I know my mom has me. And my dad, that's the man behind it all, handles everything. I mean, I know I can go to him by anything. Like, it's more than just son and father relationship. I mean, like, that's my guy. Like, I can go to him by anything. I know if nobody got me, I know he got my front and back for sure, no matter what happens.
Well, that is very cool. Terrific to have such a support system with you and to have them alongside you for this big announcement. You've got 5 hats in front of you. You can only pick one. So now it's your turn to tell us, where are you going to be playing your college basketball?
The reason I picked this school, they've recruited me since before I even got in high school. I mean, I have a great relationship with everybody on staff. It was hard. You just couldn't turn an opportunity down like this. I appreciate them. All the schools for recruiting me, but that being said, I'll be going to Syracuse University.
Very cool. Congratulations. Now, Donnie, you started to mention it. You said they've been recruiting you for a long time, but Syracuse has got a brand new head coach, and Adrian Red Autry taken over there, and he got that job. He made you an immediate priority. Tell us what that was like when he got that head coaching job.
I mean, ever since he's been recruiting me since before I was in high school, I knew how serious he was about me. But I talked to him before he even got the head coaching job about his plans for me and how much he cared about me. I mean, a coach like that, like the way things are going, it's hard to find a genuine coach who's going to be real to any chance to get. Like, he's been transparent. Like, he's not going to sugarcoat anything, and that's hard to find. I wouldn't rather play with any other coach.
Very cool. And now for Syracuse fans who are looking forward to returning to some of those championship ways of years past, what would you tell them they're getting in Donnie Freeman?
I mean, I'll bring energy every day. I mean, you're getting a winner. I mean, you're getting a competitor. I mean, Syracuse basketball is back. I'm trying to get it back to where it was, and that's my goal, to bring home a national championship.
Well, they are certainly on their way. This is no doubt a big day for Syracuse fans. Donnie, going to let you go celebrate with all your friends and family. Congratulations. You've earned it. You deserve it. And we'll look forward to seeing you real soon.
Thank you.
All right, that is Donnie Freeman, the big news committing to Syracuse, and Adrian Autry, the first nationally ranked prospect to commit to Autry out of the high school ranks. And I should say this, he's not the only one, because Elijah Moore initially committed to Jim Boeheim, still a part of that 2024 recruiting class. So you have a dynamic duo headed to Syracuse in that class of 2024. For a lot more on what this means for the Orange, I'm going to bring in James Finneral to help me break this one down. James, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, you're Red Autry, you take over this program, and it seems like priority number one has been to upgrade the talent as quickly as possible. What can you say about the efforts that he has made so far since taking over this program?
I mean, Red Autry has made a statement so far in his tenure as head coach of Syracuse Orange. He has come right in, got right on the recruiting trail, kept Jerry McNamara and Alan Griffin on his staff, and then added Brendan Strawn, a guy who was known for being able to scout talent and known for his connections in Washington, D.C. and the DMV area. He's no doubt going to have a huge impact there. And priority number one was Donnie Freeman, was able to lock him up. And that is a huge commitment for Syracuse. Definitely a versatile player, a guy who has plenty of room to grow. So a big first commitment for Red Autry as head coach of the Orange.
All right, now, James, I have to ask you this, because under Jim Boeheim, we've become accustomed to watching nothing but zone on the defensive end of the floor. And rumors have it that they're doing a little shell drill right now in Syracuse, and we may see some different defenses next year. Donnie Freeman is a guy who I think has a tremendous upside on that end of the floor because of his length, because of his mobility, because of how fluid he moves for his size, and obviously his athleticism. But from a style of play perspective, are we anticipating just a continuation of what we saw under Boeheim, or do you expect to see some different defenses here under Autry?
I'd certainly expect to see some different defenses. Coach Autry has already stated that he is definitely going to switch things up. I don't think they're going to go away from the zone completely, but I do expect to see some man-to-man defense. Getting an athlete like Donnie Freeman, who can really be versatile in any of those defenses, I think he's going to be a huge help. Syracuse could use all the help on the boards they could get, and I think he's certainly going to fit that role. 6'9", long, athletic, going to be a big asset for the Orange on the defensive end, as well as has a ton of potential on offense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And as we alluded to earlier in the broadcast, Donnie Freeman is a prospect whose talents and whose natural tools were evident really early on as an underclassman. That size, the mobility, you just didn't see young kids his size who could move as gracefully as he did. He had really good hands, really good touch, starting to see him make threes. So I think the upside is tremendous on both ends of the floor. James, I will leave you with this question. What do you think is potentially next for Autry and the staff? I know they still need am I correct in assuming they still need a big here in this for this upcoming season?
Absolutely. That is priority number one, and I think they're dipping into the transfer portal for that. One name I would look out for, Naheem McLeod, the 7'4" transfer from Florida State, recently took his official visit to Syracuse. I spoke with him the other day. He said Syracuse is probably going to make his top 5. He thought he could be the perfect fit, exactly what that roster needs to have a big turnaround season. But yeah, certainly looking to add a big for Syracuse. Naheem McLeod would be the number one name I would look out for now, but Syracuse definitely checking out some options in the transfer portal right now.
All right, James. Well, I tell you what, you have been an awesome addition to the network. Syracuse fans are going to love your coverage, the inside information. It's just going to be a lot of fun. We appreciate you joining us here. For lots more on this commitment, you can visit 247sports.com. Commitment story from Deshaun London. I'll have my analysis in terms of what this means for Syracuse, what it means in terms of what Donnie Freeman could be down the road. James will have his coverage. We have got you covered from start to finish, 247sports.com. And as always, thanks so much for joining us here today.